Oh, Mother of God, look at it. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
So we're heading to a property that's in Kilbarony. We are going there to do a final inspection for a tenant that's just moved out.
Ripped mattresses, stained mattresses, broken heaters, broken guitars, old laptops. This is all
just trash.
This is all just trash that they haven't wanted to take away.
No.
Oh, well, let's see what else is here.
Ready. Adam can't believe the nerve of these tenants. They haven't even bothered to dump their rubbish in a public reserve or on a quiet country road.
Oh, well, they've cleared this room, but haven't done any cleaning at all. They've spilt teas, coffees, bit of food on the wall that's just gone mouldy.
It's definitely not ideal. Not something I want to be dealing with.
But Jared's here, and so is his 12 years of experience in property management dealing with carnage just like this.
Microwave's not on the chattels list, is it?
No, it's not.
Kids' toys, pegboard, boxes, kind of all the usual stuff.
But if Adam thinks this twisted treasure hunt is over, he's gravely mistaken. In the kitchen, Jared finds dishes, some with dinner still attached.
They haven't even done the dishes. Oh, yuck. What's this? Is this a fondue set?
If only it were. This machine is a devious device for making candy floss, but there's no sugarcoating the fact neither Jared nor Adam want it.
I think that'll be going in the rubbish.
The rest of the house features a rancid rainbow of health hazards. Toxic black mould.
They've never actually ventilated or cleaned the place.
Toxic white mould.
Not even sure what it is.
And the stomach-churning stench of old damp laundry. These tenants didn't even separate their colours. But out the back of the property, what looks like a shed is actually a landfill wrapped in a shed.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff.
Oh, God, look.
An out-of-control drunk driver has ploughed through the front fence of this rental property and smashed into the house itself, glancing off a tenant's car prior to impact.
Jesus. Look at this.
Oh, she's hit it at some force.
Straight the way through. All the trees taken out. Oh, Christchurch City Council won't like that.
3 precious council rubbish bins now need replacing. But even more disturbingly, a passenger from the offending vehicle was alleged to be a toddler eating junk food prior to the incident.
And this will be from the person that did it.
Yes, that was the child's.
That was the child's nutritious meal.
Apparently there was milkshake right throughout
Chips.
The driver clearly had such a love for fast food, he tried to open up his very own drive-through, complete with drinks dispenser.
Yeah, there's water gushing out here. Here it is. Here.
Okay. Right. So let's pop on in and have a little peeky-boo. Oh, Mother of God, look at it. Oh, look at this. Oh!
Inside, the house is a crack-up, but luckily the driver didn't bring the house down.
It's right the way up here.
Yep, it's cracked up to the roof.
It is. And blown this wall out. It's all bowed.
The cost of the repair could be in the thousands, but it's the emotional cost to the new tenants that proves really shaken about.
Thank God no one was in bed.
I know, it's lucky.
So you only came back to the aftermath, and it's your car.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The good girls will not allow their brand new tenants to have a bad first flatting experience on their watch. No going back to mum and dad's today. As of now, Prue and Linda will be mum and mum.
Could you help me with it? Because
Your first time renting.
it's unbelievable, isn't it?
When she started telling me about the stuff,
God,
I said,
what a drama, and I only wanted to paint a table today.
But if Prue thinks she's painting anything this weekend, she can think again. Another desperate client has called with a complaint about an insurer, turning the tables on an agreement over the concreting of his rental's driveway. Trust property managers Jared and Adam have gone to conduct an exit inspection they thought would be a formality, but wasn't.
Yuck, what's this?
Jared knows the key to leading a successful operation is to deploy his assets sensibly.
This is heaps more stuff than we were expecting. Call Miles, get him over here. If you want to start just documenting.
Miles, the maintenance man, is going to do some of the heavy lifting, whilst Adam, with his experience in car sales, will photograph and catalogue the items for tribunal evidence.
I'll show you what we need to get started on. This is the worst of the place. All of this is going to be going in the skip.
This shed is more like a tenancy TARDIS, testing the very laws of physics. No matter how much comes out, there always seems to be more. Before long, Jared and Miles can see the floor, and they can almost smell lunchtime.
Oh, pies.
But all Adam can smell is hours of work.
This is my first time dealing with something this big. Like, this is a lot of crap. Generally don't get too many houses where it's this sort of extreme. Yeah. It's definitely a good skip bin full here, that's for sure.
Whilst Jared works, he sees dollar signs mounting up for the landlord.
This will fit in the skip a little bit easier.
The belongings aren't good enough for the charity shop, so they're only good enough for the skip bin. He calls the ex-tenants for an explanation as to why they left such an expensive mess.
Quite a bit of rubbish to dispose of.
They declare the rubbish was there when they moved in. As Jared took the rental over mid-tenancy, he's got to prove it is theirs.
Just having a look to see if I can find any stuff with the tenant's name on it. None with the main tenant's name on it. That's a bit of a bugger.
But here and now is where Adam's long experience on the car yard pays dividends. While Jared goes to get a feed for the boys,
More furniture that's been left behind.
he intends to close this deal. A rare weekend off has been turned upside down for good girl Prue Morale.
Straight the way through.
A smashed up house,
Right.
and now a driveway disaster threatened to consume the entire weekend, when she should be consuming GNTs and romance novels.
This is our new driveway.
After finally settling a 6-year stoush with his insurer to get an earthquake-affected driveway replaced, the amount the landlord originally claimed is nothing like the current cost of getting it done, leaving his tenant high, dry, and unable to park his car in the garage.
So if I teeter in my steel-capped high heel, now we've got to do the mesh. Well, this is not going to be simple. Shit! What does one wear to navigate this? So you can see here, we got to here. This is the new paths in the beginning of the driveway, but this leg of the operation down here, have a bit of constipation.
The constipation comes from the bowels of the insurance company, who believe they have met their obligations. Prue, the landlord, and the tenant are straining to believe it.
So my owner's got to try and come up with the rest, because apparently the price of the laying of this has doubled in 6 years. Doubled. With a tenant who's been amazing. He's such a dear young man. But it was very frustrating for him.
Prue's task is to bring the interests of the insurer and the homeowner closer together and broker a resolution. Easier said than done. In the capital city of Wellington, it's all hands to the pump as 3/4 of the entire Trust property management team, Jared, Miles and Adam have descended on a Kilburnie rental left in a total pigsty.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff.
Adding insult to injury, the ex-tenants reckon the rubbish was there when they moved in.
I don't think they are gonna come back for any of this stuff anyway.
So, while Jared's off to buy some pies for the lads, he's not buying the ex-tenant's flaky story.
We know from our discussions with the owner, the property was immaculate. The last tenant he had in there was wonderful. He didn't have to do any cleaning between tenancies because it had been left in such great condition. We've come on board, but we don't have a lot of documentation about the starting point. It just gives me the impression that they just don't really care.
Back at the bomb site, given the rapidly developing situation, Trust Business Development Manager Mitch has turned up. Knowing intimately the local rental shortages, he can't believe his eyes.
Clearly can only be dumping with the knowledge that someone else's problem. It shouldn't be ours. Why? Why shouldn't it be yours? What's their thinking? It's just like, oh, this is not going to cost me anything. I can just move out. No harm, no foul.
Meanwhile, Adam hasn't eaten anything or found anything linking the rubbish with the ex-tenants.
And just more plates and stuff around here.
But he has found one thing he's always wanted. A free guitar. But just when he's about to give up,
It's definitely not ideal.
Adam finds a family portrait of the tenants sandwiched between layers of clutter.
Quite a lot of photos and stuff.
He hasn't had his pie, but Adam's swimming in gravy. This is going straight to the tribunal.
Awesome. Fantastic. A bit of a boost today. That'll mean we can keep progress moving quickly. I've just brought it out here and dumped it and thought it would be our problem and they'd get away with it.
With documentation in hand, Adam can finally join the cleanup, which is already on its victory lap. Jared changes the locks just in case the ex-tenants return, and as they say in property management, as one door shuts, another one opens. It's Miles' time to shine every last corner of this house ready for new tenants.
From what we can see, he'll be here about 2 or 3 days straight just cleaning this place before we start looking at improvements.
After removing a skip load of useless belongings and 3 days cleaning,
Oh, yuck. Look how rancid they look.
Associate Miles has given Jared the all clear to go and see a genuine Wellington phoenix risen from the ashes. First item to check off, a perfectly working front door lock.
Oh, let's check out how this place is scrubbed up. Oh, this is looking great. Last time we were in this room, you could hardly move. There was old beds and furniture that had been left behind.
Jared's team don't just clean, they zhuzh.
Little details like changing light fittings really helps lift the place. Some small, simple things that we've done. New curtain rail, shower curtain, new toilet seat as well. Gives a really nice feel for new tenants coming in. Big change in here was really done with the floor. New lino has really lifted this place. But the other thing that took a lot of time was just a really big clean, making it feel like a kitchen that tenants want to live in and be proud of.
And the backyard is a sight to behold. The rotten old shed has been demolished as it wasn't worth fixing, the lawns are done and there's no trash anywhere.
Nice not having the monstrosity of a decrepit shed in the back corner. Just clearing that out, the place feels a lot safer.
The new tenants could have a sand pit, a barbecue area, or if they're really stuck for ideas, a mini pétanque court.
Feeling really good about the place. We've checked out the inside and the yard. We've had a really quick turnaround. I'm pretty hopeful that we'll be getting some good quality tenants in here quickly for the owner.
The old tenants will have some hefty cleaning bills to pay and they'll need to come up with that long overdue rent. Prue's at the property that was bowled into by a drunk driver.
Initial thoughts of, I'd like to get my hands on the little drunken sod that did it.
After surveying the damage, her favourite tradie Bruce has put down his favourite book to come out and assist the good girls clean up the mess.
So, gouged here.
Yep.
That car had its nose facing the drive,
Oh, wow.
cuffed round here, pushed that back there,
Yeah.
and went into the house.
Gosh, what a mess.
Took all this out, and this is quite precarious
Yep.
here,
No, we'll clean that up.
obviously.
Bruce has a rolling brief to do whatever he deems necessary to make this property functional again. Starting with the all-important receptacle for retail flyers.
I'll just try and fit this letterbox back on.
Just a few days later, Prue's been given the word Bruce has fixed up the flat to within an inch of its life. Prue plus Bruce equals spruce.
So now we've had the repairs done, and it's one of the tenants' 21st, so we're going to pick up a cake for him on the way, just to say thanks while I whip through and just make sure everything's been done to satisfaction. So let's go and see how well they've done.
The repair of his first ever rental will be all the cake this 21-year-old needs. The cake Prue's bought will be the cherry on top, especially when it comes with flowers too.
Greetings! Happy 21st, darling. So, do you mind if we have a quick peek at the boot to make sure that wall is good?
Yeah.
So this was stoved right in.
Yes. And all the carpet was ripped back, so that's all been repaired.
It was.
The tradies have done an excellent job restoring the interior of the bedroom to its pre-crash glory. While outside, you'd never know what happened. It's like the tenants didn't know what hit them.
All good.
Job done.
Job done.
A few days later, even more good news. Prue's other client's driveway dilemma has been resolved.
Here is the driveway.
The concrete's poured, cured, and ready to drive on.
I can walk.
And lie on. Like that other well-loved and orange-haired individual, Prue knows the art of the deal and closing the deal. The landlord, the tenant, and the good girls have come up trumps.
It's an amazing thing. Amazing.